Welcome back, guys, to another live trading session. Tuning in here 15 minutes over. I'm going to use my own built system, Instant Orb, with a 5-minute candle close above. Again, institutional investors, market makers, very smart people. They're using this against retail investors. So this price action is very bad, very low volume, not a lot of momentum, no really news. Then they could try to push it above previous day's highs and overnight highs, right? And then really push it. And then everyone gets in, they push it a little bit more, and then they turn it around, and then it goes back to previous day's lows. So overall right here, I mean, if we looking for the next 5 to 10 minutes, if we want to take a trade on our public account together, the mirror trading account, right, with Vantage, then I'll always short here, target back here, but also have to be careful, because if you look here at the previous 6-month range, you could see we've been seeing highs around 800 before. Okay, so we have previous highs, all-time highs for DAX, and we are trading around that range right now. Okay, every time we go up to this range here, it's correcting itself. Let me see if I could do a little bit more smooth here, maybe. But you could see every time we get up here, but again, it could try to take out many stop losses or orders around here for shoulders. I don't know. What I want to let you know is, of course, have to be careful of trading against the trend, but we are trading with a very good risk to reward by doing shorts here. Very good, both for scalping but also for a long-term trade. But we don't hold overnight, and we don't try to predict anything, and we don't do leverage positions overnight. So I mean, who I am is just as a person, just going in and out, and then done and walk away with 5-10K. That's how I trade. That's also how I trade live on my YouTube, Telegram, right? So just a little sum up here. We have news today at 4 p.m. It's going to be a pretty interesting week. No more events for me. I think I got enough. It's just to see, I mean, I really don't need all this, but it's just still cool, I mean, to do some of these things here. If I could help more people automatically through the mirrortrading.com for Vantage, if you don't have time to trade because you have a job. So let's see here. We have an orb long. Stop loss is at 688. We don't have any orders in, but we have an orb. I just want to be a little bit careful here, to be honest. Normally, what I would like to see, if I have to do an orb long, is I like to see selling pressure for the first hour in the pre-market session. So like 7:30, 7:50, 8 a.m. till 9 opening, I will see like a sell-off, and then I see the range. The unmitigated orb is not hit yet, like we saw over here, and then we have an orb here. The first 50 minutes we break out, and then we can take these highs out in the previous day. So if I go long, I want to take it back to overnight highs where we previous have highs, and then I want to take it back to previous day's highs here. If I take a long position, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong at all with taking a long position. It's just I don't know what to target, right? So it's also about being realistic. I'm thinking about opening a light short position, but again, every time I do that, I get crushed and I start losing 20, 30, 50, 100K. So I might have to be a little bit careful today, but I could consider opening a light short position just because it's overbought to me. You know what? I'll open a very light short position here. It's currently trading around 87. None of my trades have to be perfect. And I'm not perfect as a human, okay? So I just opened a short position on my mirror trading account. I'm shorting it right here. okay? I don't know what I want to target. I would actually like to target these lows from yesterday's sessions of 509. What's probably going to be realistic, it's going to be probably overnight lows. Previous days could also be realistic if Nasdaq starts selling off later on. But I still think, it could push more. Let's just see here. So I'm currently short. My entry is 84.43. I know it's giving an orb long, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should take it if you want. I just don't want to for now on, okay? I just think it's a little bit overbought. I mean, it's all-time high. How is Nasdaq doing? Let's just check Nasdaq quick. So Nasdaq is also pointing up. It might go back to previous day's highs, but I also think it could easily get rejected and then start selling till previous day's lows if the news is bad. Let's look at the UK 100. Again, we shouldn't fight this, right? But I just see UK is also on the screen here. See, UK did not go to, the previous day's highs. It actually got rejected, and we closed to having kind of like an orb opening range. If we look here for the UK, so we have, this is the orb low, this is the orb high. It's showing maybe it's gonna go back and rally, but it also shows, a little bit of weakness. I would just hold my short for now. We can always exit that one. It's a very light one. That's here. I'm also gonna take it on my live account actually. I wanna take a short on DAX. Again, let's just be here for 5-10 minutes more and then just head out. There's no reason to overcomplicate this stuff here. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's a pretty good risk to reward, if you ask me. Let's see here. I also went short on my live account. And again, I think it could really rally. I think it could go up. So I probably just have to accept that for now. I'm aware that this market is strong and it could rally to 900 to 25,000. It could be a day where things is just pushing like crazy. So that's what I have to accept. So no momentum right here to the downside. It could push. We could be a little surprised. I would like to add to this one here if it's not breaking below. Again, don't over leverage. Don't oversize anything, please. And yes, I took it on the mirror trading account. I could also upload it. You know what? In 2026, I don't want to do these signal things. Like everyone else is doing. I just want to trade live for myself, make money, and then I just share it for YouTube here. Nothing else. I don't want to put any setups because then I change stop loss and then I add more to it and then I never hold the target because that's how I am as a human being. That's how I trade. Maybe I should start taking more losses, but when I trade with these sizes, it doesn't really matter for me. So of course you should take a loss and you should always try to hold it. Let's see here if this is actually gonna make some progress to the downside soon. Again, we want to keep 2026 steady and not overcomplicate, not trade with too much leverage. This is what I will do now, guys. Myself, you always know me. I'll exit now. So I have now exit on my mirror trading account. I made 1% this session here and I'm just done. Okay. I also exit on my live account on Saxo Bank and I'm also done. So I mean, exit here at 72, whatever you can get. That was it for me. I don't want to take more of your time, and I managed to make a little bit over 1% on my live account on Vantage. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to learn more, feel free to visit mirrortrading.com or visit mastertrades.com if you want these indicators. There's nothing wrong with them, you just have to know how you should use them. I want to let you know that I use the instant orb right now at these overbought levels for indicating when to go long and short. This is for me an opposite direction. So when I get an orb long, I take an orb short. If I get let's say like down here a short, I'll take probably a long. So I trade the opposite side of the retail investors. This is with a 5-minute candle close. That's how I trade, and that's how I'm gonna trade. There's nothing wrong with doing an orb long like we had right over here. I like to do orb long. I just don't want to do them at highs, at these all-time highs. So I'm done, made very good money, and I'll walk away.